Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel again. So guys, if you are preparing for the CA Inter GST paper, this video is going to be a game changer. So in this video, I have broken down the key points from the recent BOS webinar that was conducted by the ICAI that focused on ensuring your success in the GST exam. So mainly this webinar was conducted for May 2025 attempt. However, in case anyone watching this video is giving the exam in September 2025 or later, can still watch this video and apply the similar strategies and techniques that we'll be discussing in this video. So even if you are preparing for September 25 or later exams also, you can follow some strategies and techniques and revision plan that was discussed in the webinar that we have summarized in this video. So basically in this video we'll be covering the following: the applicable law you need to follow, the right sources to study from, the question paper pattern, the most effective study strategy, memory aids that will help you to master the complex topics, best way to practice application based question, a smart revision plan for the day before the exam, and we'll also be discussing how to manage your time during the exam. So grab your notes and let's make sure you're 100% ready for the success. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel, in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Inter exams. So in this playlist, you can find different type of study plan, subject specific guidance and much more videos. And there is also a playlist for CA GPT for students. In this playlist, I have made different videos in which I have shown as to how you can use CA GPT while preparing for your exams. So do visit my channel and watch these videos. And there are various other playlists as well which might be helpful for you. So the first point discussed in this webinar was the applicable Finance Act and amendments for the upcoming May Inter GST exam. So the Income Tax Act 1961 as amended by the Finance Act 2024 is applicable for the May 2025 exams. Now coming to the significant notification and circulars. The notification and circulars issued till 31st October 2024 is applicable for the May 2025 exams. So for any exam, the notification and circular issued up to 6 months before the exam will be applicable for the exam. So for example, if you are appearing for the September 2025 attempt, the notification and circular issued till 28th February 2025 will be applicable for your September 2025 exam. Similarly for the other attempts as well. The next point discussed was the sources from where you should be studying. So the first source is your study material. So the ICAI study material is available on the BOS knowledge portal. And in the ICAI study material, there are some important sections which you have to study. At the end of each chapter, there is a recapitulate section which you will have to go through. So this section summarizes the entire chapter. Other than this, in your study material, there are also MCQ quiz available. So you can solve these questions also. Apart from this, you have visual images, rapid fire quiz and crossword quiz also available in your study material. So you can go through these also. This will make the provisions easier for you to remember. The next source from where you have to go through is your revision test paper and then the mock test paper. So the mock test papers have to be attempted in the exam like condition itself. So you have to attempt the mock test paper in the same time as the exam time, and do not refer any notebook while attempting the mock test paper. After you write the answer for the mock test paper, compare your answer with the ICAI answer, and in case there are any errors, like you have to do any better presentation, or if there is any calculation error, or if you need more conceptual clarity, you will have to correct these and make these changes in your studies before you appear for the real exams. And the next source that you have is Saransh. This can be used for revision purposes. Apart from this, there is also model test paper booklet, which recently the ICI has released this. So you can go through these as well. And also you have to go through the MCQ booklet, that is the case scenario booklet. So recently the IC has released the case scenario booklet. In this you have different type of case scenario followed by a MCQ as well. So you can practice these as well. Apart from this, you will have to go through the previous year papers and the suggested answers as well. However, while solving the previous year papers, keep in mind the recent amendments. So while solving the previous year paper, solve it as per the latest amendments. Apart from this, a suggestion was given to go through the section-wise weightages as well. So in the BOS knowledge portal itself, the section-wise weightages has been hosted. So this shows as to for which chapter how much percentage has been allotted. So you can look at this and you can plan your studies accordingly. However, do not do selective study. Study all the chapters from the syllabus. So all of these publications that we just now discussed are issued by the ICAI's Board of Studies, and these are highly recommended for effective exam preparation. So the next point discussed in this webinar was the question paper pattern. So totally GST part is for 50 marks. In this MCQ will be for 15 marks and descriptive will be for 35 marks. So now some points relating to MCQ. So case scenario based as well as independent MCQ will be given for 15 marks. All MCQs are compulsory. There is no negative marking for the MCQ, and for MCQ there is no reasoning required. For MCQ you have to just mark the answers on the OMR sheet itself. Now for the descriptive part, this part of the question paper will have totally 4 questions. Out of that, first question will be compulsory. This will be for 15 marks. And out of the remaining 3 questions of 10 marks each, you will have to attempt any 2 questions. And apart from this, in any one of the question, there might be an internal choice also available. So when the BOS webinar was conducted for the January 2025 exams, that time the faculties had covered the one of the most important points, that is the common mistakes to be avoided by students. That is the common mistakes which were committed by students in the previous exam, which we should avoid in the coming exam. So for that I had already made a video previously. I will add the link to that video in the end screen. You can watch it from there. In this webinar, that topic was not discussed. So if you want to know the common errors committed by students in previous exam, you can watch that previous video from the end screen, and also ensure that you do not commit that mistake in the coming exams. The next point discussed in this webinar was strategy to be followed while studying. So the first step is to create a study plan. So start your studies with a clear timetable. Allocate time for each subject and topic, factoring in your strengths and weaknesses. So if you go to my channel, in the CA Inter playlist, you can find different types of study plan. So you can have a look at that and you can follow any one of those study plans. The next strategy to be followed is prioritize important topics. So as discussed above, focus on high weightage topics and frequently tested areas first to maximize your score. Next strategy is gain conceptual understanding. So just do not memorize the topics. Understand why behind each concept. This helps in retention and application in exam scenario. So in exam you will have case scenario question, and if you have gained conceptual knowledge of each topic, you will be able to apply those concepts and answer any type of question easily. And once you understand the concept, important definitions, provisions and sections, so these you will have to memorize. First you will have to understand, and then you will have to use some techniques to retain these topics. So what all techniques can be used, we will see later on in this video. The next strategy is to prepare summaries to enable revision one day before exam. So make short notes or summary sheets for last minute revision. This saves time and also reinforces your memory. Next strategy is regular revisions, that is practicing past year papers, MTPs, RTPs, etc. Keep revising these consistently and also practice them under the exam conditions to build confidence. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Sleep well, eat right, and take regular breaks. Physical and mental well-being greatly affects concentration and performance. Stay positive and motivated. Keep a positive mindset. Motivation and self-belief are critical, especially when preparation gets tough. Now we will see some powerful memory aids that will help you in retaining the concepts. So first one is acronyms. So use the first letter of the list to create a memorable word, and then you can remember that word. With the help of this you will be able to remember this entire list. This is called the acronym technique. Next, try to understand the logic or intent behind each topic. So instead of rote learning, understand why behind each concept. Next method is visual imagery. Associate information with pictures or visual elements. This helps in remembering abstract ideas through mental visualization. For this, you can use Saransh also. So, Saransh is a booklet of notes in summary form. The summary is in the form of bullet points, flowchart, pivot tables, etc. However, please note, Saransh is for revision only and it is not a substitute for the study material. And the next powerful memory aid is repetition, flashcards or sticky notes. So enforce learning by reviewing the content repeatedly. That is, revise as much as possible. And also you can use tools like flashcards, sticky notes for quick and effective revision. So after studying each chapter, you can quickly note down the important points in the form of a flashcard or sticky note. And you can use this for revision purpose one day before the exams. The next point discussed was the points to be borne in mind while practicing application-based questions. So work out the problems from the test your knowledge section of the study material independently. So when you are studying, ensure to work out the problems without seeing the study material. You should be able to solve the problems yourself. After you solve the problem, compare your solution with the ICI solution. At that time, what you have to do is mark the problem which contains some difficult issue or problems which you find important from the exam point of view using a highlighter. So some problem might have some new adjustment or difficult adjustment. So these you will mark using a highlighter. Then what you will be doing is the next step for each of these marked question, briefly summarize the treatment of the issues and annotate this summary at the end of that question. So after doing this, when you practice this same chapter subsequently, that is especially one day before the exam, you can pay special attention to this marked questions. So whichever questions have important or difficult adjustment, you will be marking them in advance with the highlighter. You will also stick a sticky note next to it summarizing the important adjustment. So at the end when you are studying one day before exam, you will be quickly able to revise these concepts. The next point discussed was how to understand a complex topic. So in order to understand a complex topic easily, what you will have to do is first study the topic from the study material. After you study that, write the explanation of the topic in your own words in simple language with the examples in a manner as you are explaining it to a person who does not have the knowledge of the same, or as if you are explaining it to your friend. So write it down in a sheet of paper and then you can compare your answer with the ICA answer and then identify the areas where your understanding is not up to the mark. And these areas are the ones which you will go through again from the study material with the help of examples, illustration and diagrams which are available in the study material. And based on this, you will improvise your explanation. So if you do this way for each of the complex topic, this will help you understanding these topics in a better manner. And you'll also be able to retain the topic easily if you follow this approach. The next important point discussed was the revision strategy to be followed one day before the exam. So one day before the exam, go through the Saransh booklet. This contains pictorial summary of all the chapters. And also at the end of each chapter in the study material, there is a recap section. So ensure you go through those sections as well. And also while revising one day before the exams, first start from substantive provisions. That is, first go through the chapters like supply under GST, charge of GST, place of supply, exemptions from GST, time of supply, value of supply, input tax credit. And once you complete these chapters, then you can proceed to other chapters which are based on procedural laws. Then you can proceed to chapters like registration, tax invoice, accounts and records, e-way bill, returns, payment of tax, etc. So you will have to study in this order before the exam. And also, as mentioned previously, you would have made a list of tricky issues from the computational problems, right, by writing it on the sticky notes. So you can go through these as well one day before your exam. And then one day before the exam, also go through the mock test papers and revision test paper as well. And also, as mentioned previously, the amendments up till 31st October 2024 are applicable for this exam, May 2025 exam. So give special emphasis to the statutory update for this paper and revise all the latest amendments which are applicable for your exam. Because questions might come relating to this latest amendments. The next important point discussed in this webinar was how to manage time in the exam. So this is one of the crucial topics. Usually the paper is lengthy, so it is very important to make optimum use of the time. So for this we have to make a strategy so that there is optimum utilization of the time. So first you have 15 minutes reading time. So ensure you make optimum and effective use of this 15 minutes reading time. First go through all the questions quickly. Then what you will do is you will be selecting the questions that you will be attempting. So there is one option, like one choice in the descriptive question. So when you go through the descriptive question paper, first mark the question which you will not attempt. So that question you will be skipping and then you can concentrate on the other question. So in the other questions, then you will mark the question which you will attempt first. So it was suggested that attempt the question first for which you know the answer the best. So since you will be confident about this question, you will be able to complete this question quickly and also the examiner will get a positive impression on your answer sheet. Next, what you will do is allocate an estimated time for each question based on the difficulty level and the marks carried. And also keep aside 10 to 15 minutes for revision purpose. Ensure you adhere to the time allocated. And also write each answer in commensuration with the marks the question carries. So before writing the answer, check the question is for how much mark. And the answer should be precise and to the point. If the question is for just 3-4 marks, there is no point in writing pages together. So you must write concise answers. So after reading the question paper, once your writing time begins and you start writing a particular answer. So before you start writing the answer, read that question again. So that all the adjustments relating to that question will be fresh in your mind. And the first question, which is the compulsory question, give more time to that. Generally, that question will be a bit lengthy question. So you can assign more time to write that question. So guys, that wraps up our complete summary of the BOS webinar for the CA Inter GST paper. If you follow these strategies consistently, you will not just be prepared, you will be confidently walking into that exam hall. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more CA exam strategies, motivation and guidance. All the best for your exams and I will see you all in the next video.